Welcome to Hub City TV, a USM News Magazine production. We're your source to what's happening around the Pine Belt. I'm your host, Chantel Upshaw. This week, we investigate how sports helps shape children's morals. We show you how you could purchase a home for $100 and look into the shortage of blood platelets in the Pine Belt. But first, in downtown Hattiesburg sits a historical landmark where the past comes to life. On 6th Street stands the African American Military Museum, a place where soldiers share their stories.
I told a young private to search the barrel.
Visitors say hearing real military stories firsthand brings the past to life.
Gently going through the rice to make sure nothing was in it. He decided to just turn it over.
Gail Gailey thinks everyone should visit the museum.
To be sure and come. It was a very, very interesting and informative time. I'm just so glad we came.
People of all backgrounds listen and sometimes laugh as Bronze Star recipient Sergeant Brown speaks.
So I chose Vietnam.
Brown, like other vets, donate personal military items to the museum.
There is information of me when I was in Vietnam, a couple pictures, information of the citation of both Bronze Stars.
This building was once used as an entertainment spot for African Americans at Camp Shelby. Now it is a museum that sits on the list of the National Registry of Historic Places. Iola Williams made a deal with the mayor to save the building. Williams says it's a shame more people don't take advantage of what is now a historical museum.
Shame on you, because this is a treasure.
Brown says more Americans should be appreciative.
Appreciation as to the sacrifice, the hardship, and the contribution Afro-Americans have made to this great nation in the military.
Reporting for Hub City TV, I'm Chantel Upshaw. Recently, the African American Military Museum received a facelift, which may help attract visitors. Hub City TV reporter LaRaven Love has the story.
Renovations to a downtown museum pays off. Built in 1942, the African American Military Museum recently received an update. Co-director Eddie McGowan says more people come to visit historic objects since the renovations.
Enhance the inside 100%. Not only with the rehabbing of the building, but the information even been enhanced. It is tremendous. I'm really excited about it. Really excited.
Soldiers from all over visit the museum. U.S. soldier Nick Overby says he appreciates the museum and what it has to offer.
I've been here, and as a history buff, very important for us to, for myself to experience different aspects of history which may not be noticed by others or indicated as loudly as it should be.
The museum was renovated to show visitors how much the military has grown.
It reflects the people that lived in the community back in the 40s, even the ones that's here now, because of the one lady having the desire to rehab the building and to do something with the building today that took place, and just letting the people know that they are interested in enhancing the community.
For Hub City TV, I'm LaRaven Love.
The number of Mississippians donating blood platelets decreased this past year, creating concern among the medical field. Reporter Jasmine Butler has more.
United Blood Services needs more donors to supply blood to the people of the Hattiesburg area. There's a constant need for blood donation. Christina Gentz, Center Director, urges the community to help save a life and be someone's hero.
Blood's only good for 42 days, so we do need people to come in and donate all the time. There's an ongoing need for type O positive and O negative, but all blood types are welcome, and it's one of the easiest ways in the world to be a hero with your feet up.
Anyone can stop by the business to see if they are eligible to give.
You need to be well and healthy. Come on down. We'll ask you a series of questions to determine if you're healthy enough to give and if the unit of blood that you donate would be good for donors to receive.
A regular donor likes the feeling she gets after donating blood and plasma.
Well, fortunately, I've been blessed to be fairly healthy, and there's some that are not as fortunate, so this is the least I can do. Plus, you feel better once you
Gateway
do it.
Blood Services provides blood to 66 hospitals and health centers in Mississippi and West Alabama. It is the sole provider of blood to hospitals in the Pine Belt. They need donations every day to supply those in need and take volunteers daily. Their vision is to be the leading blood bank organization and excel in blood safety and availability. This is Jasmine Butler reporting with Hub City TV.
What has risen in Forrest County is the number of young adults with HIV. Reporter Enishan McGee has the story.
Painful. It doesn't take much time.
Executive Director of the AIDS Services Coalition, Kathy Garner, describes how important getting tested for HIV is. Supported by local advocates, the city of Hattiesburg, along with Mayor Johnny Dupree, proclaimed February 7th as National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day.
Mayor Dupree has always been an incredible supporter of the AIDS Services Coalition.
According to the Centers for Disease Control, in 2006, Forrest County was ranked the 4th highest county for HIV and AIDS in Mississippi.
If they take care of themselves, then life can be good. And we've got to work on removing the stigma that's attached to HIV. It is even worse in the African American community.
Along with discussing safe sex, Garner also tells how the coalition helps victims within the community.
We have housing for homeless people who are HIV positive. We have testing for HIV. We also do education outreach.
Garner says practicing safe sex is extremely important.
There is no such thing as safe sex. There is a thing as safer sex. The only safe sex is abstinence.
This was Enisha McGee reporting from Hub City TV.
Mississippi smokers may lose one more place to light up if state lawmakers have their way. A proposed bill will ban smoking in cars with children. Hub City TV reporter Leslie Nash has Pine Belt area residents' reactions.
Especially an innocent child, an infant who has no choice.
We've seen it before, people smoking in cars with children, but a new piece of legislation could change that. Tremont Sivers says that he has smoked around children, but he believes the law
is better for the children.
And he's not the only one.
Smoking in the car with a child that's under 6, it's wrong.
Some Mississippi residents believe that secondhand smoke is bad for children, but they believe in this case the government should butt out.
I feel like we should always have our choices. They should listen to us instead of having all this power.
According to political science professor Dr. Begafigo, she says that the conflict between people on this issue could arise from people's notion of the government.
If you think the role of government is to protect children, then this is a good thing. If you think this is an intrusion of the government on individual rights, then obviously you would not agree.
Senator Hudson believes that this proposal could help decrease the amount of secondhand exposure kids face.
I think this is a great start. I think it needs to be take it further with children older, but we have to start somewhere.
One other resident agrees.
I think it's a good law that that they won't be exposed to that smoke.
This is Leslie Nash reporting for Hub City TV.
Coming up next, we have sports on the way, so don't change that channel. See you in 2.